Here we go. You'll be shocked to know the Cotters were sacked on their first play from scrimmage, and they will go 3 and out. 59-yard punt for Elliott. UConn will take over. And UConn marching down the field on Cotterville. Fourth and 5. Missed field goal. Cotters take over. And a 45-yard rush by Sam Holvey, who's then immediately sacked. Third and 7 complete to Shamar Porter. Second and 13. Third and 7 inside the 10. That's the end of the first quarter. Pass dropped. UConn will settle for a field goal and strike first. 3-0. Former Badger quarterback Nick Evers is leading this Husky offense. Just so much talent that goes through that Badger program. Rydell with a big first down catch. And Sam Holvey gets it down to the 3 with another 45-plus yard run. And Brady Lang has his 9th touchdown of the year. Cotters lead at 7-3. Second and 12. And a false start. And a 17-yard rush. Fumble recovered by Nate Reed. Cotters take over at the UConn 25. And a 15-yard penalty against that thug-ass defensive tackle. And Lang's got 10 touchdowns on the season. 14-3 Cotterville. Pass thrown away, 3rd and 8. 8-yard completion, but not enough, and UConn will punt. Pin the Cotters back to the 5. Still no run game from the running backs. Terry's got 22. 58-yard rush for Tim Wallace. There's a running game. Cotter's finally finding something, and Price has a touchdown. It's all Cotterville, 21-3. Another former Badger on UConn. Just so much damn talent. Look at these two. And that pass is thrown away. UConn will punt. Jackson Rydell, 15-yard catch. Adam Price has another touchdown. Cotter's dominating this rivalry matchup, 28-3 in the first half. They might get the ball back again. There's a completion for 4, 3rd and 6. Not going to get anything. Cotters will burn timeouts, get the football back with 45 seconds left. 1st and 10, fumble. Cotters lose the ball. UConn can score to end the half now. 1st and 10 at the 13. Nate Reed with a big sack. 2nd and 15. They get 8 back. 11 seconds. 3rd and 7. Incomplete. They'll have to kick. And it is 28-6 Cotters at the half. UConn will start with the ball out of the break. 3rd and 5. And he loses 2. UConn will punt. Decent return by Elliott. Wallace gets 2 to start the drive. And Jackson Rydell with a bomb. 68-yard Cotter touchdown. The Cotter offense has found some explosiveness here in Week 14. 35-6. Holvey's got 5 touchdown passes. He loves ass opponents. as UConn will punt again. Wallace loses 2, 2nd and 12. Hovey finds Lang for 20. And now Price for 7. Hovey's having himself a day. Wallace loses 2 again. 3rd and 6. Terry's got a first down into UConn territory. And Lang drops one. Price gets 6. 3rd and 4. Hovey gets 3. And the Cotters go for it. No confidence in their kicker, and they get it. 3rd and 6. Price has a first down inside the 10. Terry's got 7. Caleb Cotter injured on the play. Wallace with 2, 3rd and 1. Tim Wallace finds the end zone finally, first time in a long time. And it's 42-6 Cotters, rubbing salt in the wound in this rivalry showdown. And a 3-yard loss. End of the 3rd. Cotter's dominating. Pass dropped, 4th and 10. And a sack by James Kennedy. And Hovey's got his 6th touchdown of the day to Jackson Rydell. It is 49-6. Nice little stat padding week 14 for some of the Cotter's top players. And another UConn injury. You love to see that. UConn just punts it away. They're done with their offense. Wallace loses 2. Cotter starter's still in there. Want to stat pad as much as possible. 3rd and 10. Wallace gets 3. 51-yard field goal. What a shocker. It's no good. I'm stunned. I am so surprised that he missed it. Jordan Elliott misses a field goal. What a stunner. Cotter's keeping those starters in there. 3rd and 4. Complete to Andrew Tyson, first down Cotterville. Wallace ticks time off the clock. 3rd and 7 now approaching 4 minutes. Wallace gets 4. Cotter's probably punt this. They do for a touchback. Under 4 to play. Can UConn muster up anything on offense? No, they cannot. Kieran Tawari picks him off. Cotter's back in the red zone, and now the subs are in as Bryant Williams called for a hold. 3rd and 14. Now see if they let Joel sling it. They don't. They'll hand it to Elliott. And they'll probably bring him on for a kick now. And he finally made one. 52-6 Cotters, minute 5 to play. Pass thrown away by Tucker McDonald. Holding on Diego Rodriguez. 2nd and 20. Defensive holding on Kieran Tawari, or maybe offside. 17 seconds. Pass knocked away by Drew Spalding. Cotters win it. 52-6, utter domination in rivalry week over UConn, and the Cotters finish the regular season 7-5. A nice stat padding afternoon to round out the regular season. Hovey, 18 of 25, 6 touchdowns and a pick. 275 yards. Tim Wallace, 17 carries for 86 yards and a touchdown. Sam Hovey, 6 carries for 106 yards. Brady Lang, 3 catches for 30 yards, but 2 of them were touchdowns. Rydell, another big week, 5 catches for 118 and 2 touchdowns. 5 catches for 68 yards and 2 touchdowns for Price. Defensively, 10 tackles for Farmer, 2 TFLs for Farmer, a sack each for Kennedy and Reed, half sacks each for Spalding and Salin, a pick by Kieran Tawari. Elliott's a terrorist, and that's all you need to know about that. We'll check final stats for the year after the bowl game. But to round out the regular season schedule for the Cotters, here it was. 7-5 is the final tally. The Cotters, Michigan no longer ranked. Against currently ranked teams, the Cotters finished 0-4, 7-5 total at home. The Cotters lost 3 home games this year. Just pathetically brutal. 4-3 at home. Against Power 4 competition, the Cotters went 4-5 as they blew out all 3 non-Power 4 teams they played. Actually, and I'm counting Notre Dame as a Power 4 team for obvious reasons, even though they're technically not. Actually, Notre Dame currently ranked and the Cotters beat them. So against currently ranked teams, the Cotters went 1-3. At home, 4-3. Against Power 4 plus Notre Dame competition, 4-5. Disappointing season. Disappointing season for Cotterville as a whole, as it is now bowl season. We'll see if any Cotters won any awards or were on any award finalist lists as we reach Army-Navy week and then Conference Championship week. Nate Reed wins FBS Independence Defensive Player of the Week. Sam Holey wins FBS Independence Offensive Player of the Week. Managed staff. Is there a change to be made on the staff? I'd say the offensive coordinator, he gone. Chuck Sanders, see you later, buddy. Get a fucking run game, please. Let's see here. Let's upgrade Big B. Offensive line needs to get maxed out. And I'd say running back needs some work. Try to find a spread coordinator actually fits the scheme. As Cade Klubnik is your Heisman winner with 49 touchdowns and 2 picks. Have a year, young man. Troy Williams wins Best Linebacker with 10 sacks, 17 TFLs, and 50 total tackles. And he is your only Cotter Award winner as the Cotters are headed to the famous Idaho Potato Bowl to take on 23rd ranked Fresno State. And Big B is getting some job offers to go be coordinators at BYU, Florida State, LSU, and Notre Dame. You can fuck off with those offers. Time to hire a new coordinator. There's a spread coordinator. Tremaine Ecker from Akron. And he is going to be the offer for Cotterville. Level 23 as well. Would be a nice experienced option. A former head coach as well. See if he accepts the offer or not. LSU and Florida State also interested. Might be tough to land him. But the Cotters have a bowl game to play. Famous Idaho Potato Bowl. Let's roll. Against 23rd Fresno State, chance to finish the year with 8 wins. And it is a snow game. How electric is this? A snow game at the Idaho Potato Bowl. Electric. The blue Boise turf is covered in white, as the Cotters in the all whites might be a problem actually in this snow. Just realized that. That's all right. This is going to be an electric ball game. What a fun way to end the disappointing season for Cotterville. Only issue with this snow-covered turf is that the team with the better run game is going to have a nice advantage in this one, and we know just against just about anybody that isn't dog shit at football, the Cotters will not have that. But let's see if they can get it going here. What an electric scene it is here at the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. The white uniforms might be problematic for Cotterville. Let's hope it isn't. No opt-outs for Cotterville because nobody's eligible to leave for the draft. Handoff Wallace, nothing. Gain of 3. Good point. Defenders might blend in. Might steal a pick or two. Handoff Wallace, nothing. What the fuck do you know? The Cotters can't run the ball. Cotters spread it out now. 5 wide. 3rd and 7. Can Holvey find a man in the snow? Holvey throwing deep. Sam Holvey's got Brady Lang wide open. Touchdown, Big Cotters on the first series of the day. Number 11 for Lang. As nobody covered him, he blended into the snow so well that nobody on Fresno ran with him. I don't know how on earth he got that open. The number 1 receiver on the team, uncovered for 6. Cotters lead at 7-0. So far, the snow seems to be playing to the Cotters' advantage, as I guess Brady Lang was not seen on that play. Have a year. Brady Lang, number 11 touchdown for him. And the Cotter defense is up next. Fresno hands off. Big hole up the middle. And a first down. Would be awesome if the Cotter offensive line could create a hole like that. Quarterback keeps it himself. And Salen blows him up after a gain of 6. Still Mikey Keene here at Fresno State. Good player. 2nd and 4. Keene rolls right, throws sideline, did not get a foot down. And might have dropped it at the end as well. 3rd and 4, Cotter's chance to get off the field. Build some real early momentum. They will not. First down, Fresno State. Keene having no issues in the snow throwing the football so far. Cotters bring some pressure. Keene, wide open man, just toasted Van Ness. And Fresno's in Cotter territory. Man comes in motion for the Bulldogs. Handoff. And Keefe brings him down, gain of 5. Keene. Cotter attacks him. Cotter finishes the sack and knocks Fresno State out of field goal range. Might credit Troy Williams with a half sack there too, as he was there and knocked the quarterback off balance. Big time play by the Cotter defense. 3rd and 18 now. Keene. Little screen to his receiver who cuts it back, only gets 3. And they are going to attempt a 55-yard field goal in this snow. Does the Fresno kicker have the leg to nail this? He does not. Cotters get the hold and take over at the 38. That was Elliott-like. Actually did have the leg, just missed it left. Holvey complete. Greg Terry into Fresno territory. Holvey sacked. Looked like it was Austin Cotter who got beat there. Might have been the left guard Caleb Cotter, actually. That's who it was. Handoff Wallace. He's got some space, and he gets back inside Fresno territory, 3rd and 6. Holvey throws. Wide open man again. Andrew Tyson. Touchdown, Big Cotters. Another wide open receiver. Fresno secondary having all kinds of trouble. It is all Cotters in the first quarter. Nothing Cotterville. And the Cotter kick coverage gets there in plenty of time. Handoff. Gain of 3. Keene, plenty of time, throws sideline flag down. This might be roughing the passer. It will be. Nate Reed roughs the quarterback, and that'll tack on 15 for the Bulldogs. Up now to the 45. Snow is coming down here in Boise, Idaho. Handoff. Not much. Cotter defense stonewalls him, gain of 3. Bubble screen, well blocked, 1st down Fresno. Kareem McCune II. As bowl games really are meaningless now, as all the Cotter viewership is gone. Good play there by Tosk. Stand him up at the line of scrimmage. This will be the final play of the first quarter, barring an incompletion. It will be a handoff, and he'll get 6 yards, and that'll end the first. All Cotters in that first frame. Fresno driving, but down to a 3rd and 4 to start the second. 20.3 yards per play for Cotterville. 2 explosive passing plays for touchdowns. Keene on 3rd down. He throws an interception. Joel Salen picks it off, and he is going to run with it. Cotters take over. Keene thought he had a man open, just like the Cotter offense, but he underthrew it, and Salen made a hell of a play. Cotters are dominating here. Let's see that one again. Cotter's #1 corner with a hell of a play to pick that ball off. He actually was beat on the route, but made up for it with the pick. Cotters can put an early dagger into Fresno with a score on this drive. Check down to Wallace will get just 1. Holvey. Over the middle, it's Brady Lang, gain of 7, his 2nd catch. 3rd and 2 now for Cotter's offense. Lang comes in motion, stops, they'll hand off, Wallace bouncing outside, and he will get strung out, and the Cotters will punt. Handoff, blown up Austin Cotter. It's been a while since we've seen one of those. But there he is with a TFL. Keene, clean pocket, finds a man, first down. Ball's out, Cotter's take over and recover the fumble. Connor Rourke is on it. And the second big Cotter takeaway of the first half. Drew Spalding again as he forces it out. Have yourself a year. Wallace has a hole. Nice hesitation step. First down, big Cotters. Right back to him. Wallace, well blocked up the middle. Nearly got in. He was just short. Let's see if they can pay him off. After two productive runs, first and goal, they'll give it back to him, and he finds the end zone. Touchdown, big Cotters. Tim Wallace scores, and the Cotters are in full control in the first half. On their way to their 8th win of the season and a famous Idaho Potato Bowl victory. Six minutes left in the first half. Fresno is going to need an answer if they want any prayer of staying in this football game. Handoff. And Tawari meets him after a gain of 5. Handoff, and that's a Fresno near first down. Nice play by Farmer to hold him a yard short. 3rd and 1. Handoff, Cotters nearly had him, but a nice little sidestep move by Cade Greenberg has a Bulldog first down. Play action. Deep over the middle. What a dart by Mikey Keene into Cotter territory. Move the tight end in motion now. They'll hand off. And some space up the middle for a Bulldog first down. Fresno's had some success on the ground here early in this game. Keene will throw now towards the sideline. Rourke closed on that fast and broke it up. He had pick 6 on his mind, but he settled for a big hit to jar the ball free. 2nd and 10. Keene keeps it himself and picks up 5. 2.5 to go in the first half. Bulldogs really need 7 here. Got to get this 3rd down. Keene steps up. He will take off and get it, and takes a humongous hit. Tawari was looking to concuss him on that one. Did not succeed, but you got to love the effort. 1st and 10. Keene slant complete. 2nd and inches for Fresno State as they're inside the 15. Keene in trouble. Keefe with a big hit. Third down now. Keene's going to throw. Got blitzed. And Berg. 1st and goal from the 5. Can Fresno chip away? 45 seconds. Keene. Cotter send pressure. Keene. Tight end makes a man miss. Touchdown. Wow. That was a brutally bad missed tackle. I think that was Tosk, who looked like a moron, if I had that correct. And Fresno gets the touchdown they needed to Cameron Beecham, the tight end. Nope, that was Rourke who looked like a moron. Tosk looked kind of moronic too, coming in late, but Rourke with a brutally bad missed tackle. And Fresno had to have a touchdown and got it. Cotters will have 41 seconds to see if they can answer with a score. 5-minute, 82-yard drive for Fresno to keep themselves in this game. As Elliott's return not going much of anywhere. Holvey, time to throw, has a man, and it's dropped by Rydell. Tough drop. Second down now, 33 seconds. Holvey throws, caught. Rydell makes up for it a little there by throwing a man off of him, but the Cotters are content to just give up on the half after that play. Maybe get one more snap off. They will, and it will be a throw. A little slant to Lang, but that'll do it for the first half. Cotters lead at 21-7. All things considered, a fantastic half, especially from the Cotter offense, who got whatever they wanted. Defense forced 2 takeaways, and the Cotters are 20 minutes away from their 8th win. Fresno will start with the ball out of the break, so some big momentum gained by the Bulldogs to end the first half with their touchdown. If they can score again, pressure will be back on Cotterville's side, but Cotter defense has played pretty well. And Fresno will start at the 29. Handoff. Cade Greenberg is having himself a nice little day. Bunch of chunk runs, has made some Cotter defenders miss, has 9 here. To start the second half, they'll go right back to him, and he's got blocking. The Fresno run game has been impressive. Cotter should watch some tape this offseason of this Fresno rushing performance and try to implement it themselves. There's a draw, there's another big hole, and a gain of 6 to start the drive. Fresno going to hurry things up now, go with some tempo. Already into Cotter territory, looking to put the pressure back on the Cotters. Keene, that's going to be an illegal man downfield flag, and back Fresno up. Second and 9 now. Keene will look to throw. All Sentry to get rid of this ball. Cotter working his way towards them, now gets dominated. Keene has held the ball for 15 seconds. Keene now will step up and throw it away. That has to be the best coverage in football history by Cotterville. And the Cotters force the 4th down and the punt. Unbelievable 2nd and 9 coverage. They covered for 18 seconds and a shank of a punt. Cotter's in business. Handoff, Wallace finds the edge. Tim Wallace, one of his best runs of the season. He's got 80 yards. Holvey now. Good protection. Has a man. Price bounces off a tackler. Adam Price spins his way down to the 1. Adam Price, what a play. Threw a tackler off him. Cotters are inside the 1, looking to get the lead back to 21 points. They'll motion across the tight end, Troy Williams. Hand off Wallace. He is in untouched. 28-7 Cotterville. Second touchdown of the day for Wallace. And it is all Cotterville here in the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. Quick answer for the Cotters after the end of half score, and it is back to 21. The Cotters' own shitty competition, that's for sure. Although this ranked Fresno team, not sure they deserve to be ranked, but they are ranked, would be a nice way to end what was otherwise a disappointing Cotters season. Fresno's got to have an answer here. Keene gets 6 on the first play of the drive. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 2. Handoff, first down, threw a tackler off of him. Cade Greenberg is a beast. Little screen, and Tosk brings him down, gain of 8. And there is a TFL, Drew Spalding, topping off his spectacular season with another big play. 3rd and 5. Mikey Keene in the pocket, throws, caught, and nobody can bring him down. What a pathetic joke. Everybody should be ashamed of themselves. Beecham just dominated the entire Cotter defense. Cameron Beecham, and we're going to bench some people here. Van Ness, and then Tosk, and then Rourke. That's not how the effort that the Cotters are going to have to end this season. Just pathetic stuff. I mean, what a joke. Zone coverage, good throw, and then 4 different tacklers. You got 3 guys wrapping him up, Farmer, Rourke, and Van Ness, and then Tosk is just asleep and gets dominated. It's not going to let me get to the coaching screen. Otherwise, there'd be some benchings. God damn it, game. Let me bench people. Well, still a game now after that pathetic joke of a display, and the Cotter run game bottled up. Throwing, caught, Jackson Rydell first down. Holvey, good protection. Holvey got hit as he threw, and he threw it away. Our offensive line has played a lot better in pass protection here of late, I must say. And now he's got a man wide open over the middle. It's Tim Wallace, gain of 8, brings up a crucial 3rd and 2. Fresno's got to have a stop. Handoff, Wallace does not get there. And the Cotters will punt, and Fresno is still very much in this football game. And it's a very mid punt. Decent field position for Fresno at the 34, and they have a chance. Minute 32 to go in the third. Keene throwing a little loft ball, sailing with a shoulder tackle, but it's caught for a gain of 8. Beecham in motion. He's destroyed Cotterville today for 2 touchdowns. Handoff, first down. Cade Greenberg just trucked 340-pound Austin Cotter. Unbelievable. And now Nate Reed pays him back with a 3-yard TFL. That's the end of the third. Cotter's clinging to a 14-point lead, but Fresno is battling 1 quarter left in this 2025 Cotterville season. And a chance for the Cots to end it with a ranked victory. Keene. Reed gets there again, and it's a sack. 3rd and 20 for Fresno. That one's a drive killer. Nate Reed. 9.5 to play. How aggressive will Fresno be? Not very, as they go with a screen, and it gets just 6, and they will punt it back to Cotterville, who will have a chance to wind some clock if they can get a run game going. Under 9 to play. Elliott on the punt return, not much. Cotters will start at the 20. And their goal now is going to be to run some clock and end this football game with a dagger drive. They'll start with a throw into some traffic looking for Terry on a little RPO. And it's incomplete. Hovey to throw. And he throws a pick, and this one might be 6. Down to the 1 as Sam Hovey saves his own pick 6, but Fresno is very much alive in this game. R.L. Miller with a game-changing play as Hovey just with a pathetic decision to throw that football. What are you looking at, Sam? He's sitting there. Wanted the slant to Rydell. There's a linebacker sitting right there. Right there. If you're going to throw a slant, there's the one to throw. It's Rydell on this side. Brutally bad. Handoff, Greenberg, blown up. Mike Farmer flexes on him. Big play. Can the Cotters come up with a goal line stand here to save the interception? Under 8 to play. Keene. Pressure on its way there. Oh, a devastating sack. It's Reed again. Nate Reed having a massive game here in Idaho. And Fresno's job just got a whole lot more difficult, backed up at the 13-yard line. Defense picking up Hovey. Got to do it 2 more times. But the job got a lot easier. 3rd and goal. They'll hand it off. Nate Reed again in the backfield. And it's 4th and goal from the 15. Have a day, Nate Reed. Fresno's got to find the end zone here. Keene throws end zone. Intercepted by Tosk. And the Cotters come up with a miraculous stop at the goal line. And Tosk at least partially makes up for getting stiff-armed out of his mind. although not fully. That was still pathetic as fuck. But the pick there might be the one that seals the famous Idaho Potato Bowl for Cotterville. Just don't turn it over again. 6:44 to go. Quick screen, lost yards. Slow snap. Holvey threw another pick. Sam Holvey threw another pick. It was an RPO and just a absolutely dog shit read by Holvey. I mean, there's nothing about this throw that was there. And Fresno's got more life. What in the fuck is this? It was a little hitch on an RPO. It was one of those slow snapping RPOs that took 8 years to get there. He immediately turned a throw on this little hitch, even though it was fully covered. I mean, there wasn't an inch of space. The DB was playing close to the line and just stood his ground. What in the fuck are you throwing? Cotter defense going to have to bail him out again. Keene over the middle, first down inside the 5. Fresno is alive. 5.5 to go. Can the Cotters come up with another goal line stand? Handoff. Greenberg dives into the end zone. We have a game in Idaho. Thanks to the Cotter quarterback. It's just never easy with this Cotter team. Why would their 13th and final game of the year be easy? Even with all that, you got a 7-point lead, 5.5 to go. If you had any heart and any toughness, you could end the game with the football in your hand right now, running it down their throat. But we all know that's unrealistic. Hovey's going to have to make a good decision, complete some balls here. They'll start with a run. Wallace patiently waits, and what the fuck do you know? No holes open up. 2nd and 9. Holvey will throw. Holvey will take a massive sack. What a disaster of a fourth quarter this has been for Cotterville. Fresno is a 3rd and 18 stop away from getting great field position and a chance to tie the game. Holvey has some time, steps up, takes off. Holvey is going to slide short of the first down. If you're going to throw 2 picks, lower your goddamn shoulder and try to get the first, please. Season's over. You get concussed, deal with it in the offseason. Wow. Sliding short of the sticks there is pathetic. And Fresno has 3:36 and 3 timeouts to try and tie this ball game. Pump fake Keene. Williams fighting to get there. Incomplete. Cotter pressure. Collapse the pocket. Keene all day. Throws towards the sideline. Good close by Rourke to make the tackle. 3rd and 5. Under 3 minutes to go. Fresno might punt here if the Cotters can get a stop. Keene sets up a screen. It is read perfectly by Zalen for a loss of 4, and the punt is forced. The Cotter defense with the clutch stop, and now all you need is 1 first down. And the Cotters can close out their season with a victory. Is that too much to ask? It just might be with this run game. Gain of 3, that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Fresno does have all 3 timeouts. 2nd and 7. Do the Cotters try to throw? They'll run here and they will go nowhere. Just can't ever close a game out with this run game. 3rd and 7. With 2 timeouts left for Fresno, I'd throw. May as well throw. Let's go. Win the game. It's a bowl game. That's not what they'll do. They'll run it to Wallace, who will find space, finally! First down, Cotterville. He's over 100 yards. A hole finally opened up with some perimeter blocking from the Cotter offensive line. Not over just yet, but it's close, as that'll be the final timeout for Fresno State. And the Cotters can run a lot of clock now, and one first down ices the ball game. Handoff Wallace, not much there. Clock will wind down to just over a minute to play. Fresno, if they can get a stop, can get it back with like 20 to 25 seconds left. Cotters are going to throw here. They're going for the win. Holvey throws. He's got a man on a dime to Jackson Rydell, and the Cotters win the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. They will knee it out. And despite Fresno's attempts to come back and steal one, the Cotters win their 8th game of the season, 28-21 over number 23 Fresno State to close out the 2025 season. Holvey did not have a very good day, but that ball to seal the year was a dime to Jackson Rydell. And Tim Wallace had one of his best games of the year. Good momentum heading into 26. As the Cotters finish the year 8-5 with a bowl victory in the snow in Idaho. Final numbers from the Potato Bowl. Holvey, 12 of 17, 240 yards, 2 touchdowns, both of them big plays, 2 interceptions, both of them dog shit plays. Tim Wallace, 17 carries, 110 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Have a day. Brady Lang, 3 catches, 93 yards, and a touchdown. Rydell, 3 catches for 50 yards. Tyson, a 43-yard touchdown. Blocking. Sacks allowed each by Kennedy and Caleb Cotter. Defensively, 11 tackles for Drew Spalding, 4 TFLs for Nate Reed, 3 for Cotter, 2 sacks for Nate Reed, half sacks each for Cotter and Williams, picks for Toscan, Salin, the Cotter's top 2 corners, and a forced fumble from Spalding that was recovered by Rourke. And that will end the 2025 season for Cotterville at 8-5. We will check the final stats for everybody on the season. Congratulations. You are the famous Idaho Potato Bowl winner. We'll take it. Positive end of the season. Final numbers on the year for your Cotterville Big Cotters. Sam Holvey, 229 of 360, 63% completion percentage, 3,100 yards, 29 touchdowns, 14 picks. I'd characterize Sam Holvey's year as bipolar. Was awesome, made some great throws sometimes, was a dumbass who turned the ball over in crucial moments as well. Feasted on some shitty opponents. Got to cut out 14 picks. 14 picks in 13 games, just not going to cut it for Cotterville. Tim Wallace gets to 4 yards per carry with his big bowl game. 211 carries for 834 yards, 9 touchdowns. Just not that great of a season, but a lot of that is not his fault. 28 broken tackles. Feel like that number could go up next year for sure, but overall, the Cotter offensive line fucking sucks. Jordan Elliott, 38 carries, 161 yards. All 5 of his touchdowns came in one game. Receiving, Brady Lang leads the team with 63 catches for 854 yards and 11 touchdowns. That's wide receiver 1 numbers right there. But Holvey spread the wealth. 3 Cotters with over 600 yards, including Rydell, 681 yards and 5 touchdowns. Terry, 602 yards and 4 touchdowns. And his tight end Price, 477 yards and 4 touchdowns. Wallace, 289 yards and 2 touchdowns through the air. So over 1,000 total yards and 11 touchdowns. total for Wallace. And Andrew Tyson, nice little fourth receiver with 198 yards and 2 touchdowns. Blocking, this group was awful. What a terrible team. What a terrible unit this is. 92 overall left tackle, 10 sacks allowed for James Kennedy. Just not good enough. And everybody on the Cotters had 3 or more sacks allowed. 4 out of the 5 had 5 or more sacks allowed. Just awful season from all those pieces of garbage. Drew Spalding, the most underrated defensive player in the country with 110 tackles. Farmer with 98. 78 for Tawari. 30 TFLs for Austin Cotter. What a year. 30 tackles for loss. Keefe was next closest with 20. 19 for Reed, 18 for Williams, 16 for Farmer, 11 for Spalding, 8 for Kennedy. Troy leads the team in sacks with 10.5. Reed had 8.5. 6.5 for Keefe, 5.5 for Kennedy, 4 for Cotter, 4 for Farmer, 4 for Spalding. Dominant defensive front. That front 7 of the Cotters, every single starter on it had 4 or more sacks. What a remarkable season. Team leader in picks, Drew Spalding. What a year. 5 for Salen, 4 for Tosk, 3 for Tawari, 2 for Farmer, 2 for Rourke, 1 for Terry. It is a ball-hawking secondary there for the Cotters. Pass deflections, Tosk and Tawari tie for the lead with 8 each. Spalding and Farmer each had 6, 5 each for Salen and Van Ness. Catches allowed's a broken stat on this game. Forced fumbles, 3 for Williams, 2 for Spalding, 2 for Reed, 1 each for Tawari, Rourke, Keefe, and Wallace. And touchdowns, the Cotters had 4 defensive touchdowns, 1 each from Spalding, Salen, Tawari, and Evan Ingram on a special teams touchdown. And then this terrorist had an absolutely pathetic season. Go fuck yourself. 8 of 17. His long was 50. Just an awful, awful year. Hopefully you sit in your room all off season thinking about how much you cost this team. What a joke of a year by Jordan Elliott. Award watch lists for the Cotters. Or award finalist list. Nobody on the player of the year list. Head coach of the year. Fuck no. Big B sucks. Quarterback Hulvey's not going to be on there. Best defensive player. Austin Cotter wins defensive player of the year in the country. Troy Williams finishes 4th. Reed 5th. Spalding 7th. Keefe 10th. Farmer 11th. Cotter defense is loaded, folks. Best DB. Kieran Tawari's the only Cotter on the list. Tim Wallace 9th and best running back. That is absolutely terrible. What a joke that is. Let's be fucking serious with ourselves. Tim does not deserve to be top 10. Nobody on best wealth there. Lombardi Award, you got Cotter and Reed on the list. Golden Arm, no. Best defensive end, Reed finishes top 3. Best interior lineman, no. Absolutely not will any Cotter be on an offensive line list. Price doesn't crack the tight end list. Broyles Award, guys, no. Best linebacker, Cotters had the 4 best in the country, or 4 of the top 6. I think actually Troy won the award, and then they just flipped it after that bowl game to have Spalding first. And I think Cotter didn't technically win Defensive Player of the Year. He vaulted to number 1 after the bowl game, which is kind of fraudulent. I think won it in all reality. Him or Overton, both of those guys have trophies next to their name, so maybe next year for Cotter. And I don't think this award's going to a fucking Cotter member. There should be a worst kicker in the fucking world award. Jordan Elliott would finish first in that one for sure. And that'll do it. Cotters finish 8-5 in 2025. We will see you potentially tomorrow night to try and kick off a new year, and hopefully a year that includes a college football playoff berth for Cotterville.